Hi, this is Water and Air 1111. Thank you for watching another video of mine. Thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel, to my videos, and to everyone who's been getting personal readings from me. If you're interested in a personal reading, the link to my website is in the description below, as well as the link to my Instant Go if you just need a few tarot cards to answer your question. I hope you guys have been doing well. The eclipse is tomorrow. The lunar eclipse slash blood moon is tomorrow. I think it's in the morning if you're on the East Coast in the US, so it'll be bright and early before the day really gets started. But I've been feeling quite drained since Monday, really, and especially last night. Like, I couldn't tell what was going on. I almost feel like this eclipse snuck up on me a little bit. I kind of forgot because with the last eclipse, I feel like I was energetically okay, but this one I'm feeling so much more drained. Plus, we're in Mercury retrograde. I've been dealing with communication issues a lot, and that really hit me last night too. I was like, okay, retrograde and the eclipse. But I hope you guys have been doing well. I wanted to just do a quick kind of energy update, energy read to see what's going on. I'm going to do an official kind of eclipse reading, I think, on Friday. So the eclipse would have already happened, but the energy will definitely still be present. So we'll see what's going on with that. So in terms of the decks I'm going to be using my Osho Zen Tarot deck, because I feel like we can get some interesting information to see how the Divine Masculine and Feminine are doing as we're leading into the eclipse tomorrow, and then clarifying with a few other decks like my Rider-Waite. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So what's the energy like right now for Divine Masculine and Feminine? Energy for Divine Masculine and Feminine. Okay, first one we got exhaustion. Is that not what I just talked about? I've been feeling so drained. Other two cards that fell underneath the table, the Creator and isolation. I feel like these are actually two sides of the same coin for some reason. But we'll see what's going on with that. And then the bottom of the deck we have mind. But it looks like this is giving off more energy of like cluttered, of being so much going on within your mind that you can't think straight. Which brings me back to the exhaustion card. So let's see what's going on. So with this exhaustion card again, this is like feeling so tired. This is the Nine of Wands, but feeling so tired, feeling like you can barely stay awake. This guy in the picture looks like he's had a really rough shift of it. Like he's barely here, barely hanging on, and could use a good nap. So I feel like a lot of us, like I was mentioning at the top of this video, have been going through some energetic kind of being energetically feeling a bit drained, feeling a bit tired, feeling like not quite like Groundhog Day, like it's the same thing, different day, but just feeling like you're ready for a shift, you're ready for a break to happen. And I feel like that will definitely be happening, partially aided by the eclipse, but it's like leading up to the moment you start, I mean, the moon is swelling, you start feeling everything. It's also a full moon, so it's like we're releasing things right now. What is this exhaustion part about? Yeah, we have the Hermit and the Four of Swords, clarifying the exhaustion card, the Nine of Wands. So it's like we're tired, and almost as a way to react to that feeling of tiredness, that draining that many of us may be feeling right now. It's like we're wanting to just go within. We're wanting to not do anything, not deal with anything, because it's like it's too much. Again, I feel like this is like with a full moon you're releasing things, and with eclipse you're eclipsing things out, you're removing things as well. So it's like you're getting hit from both ends. So it's like almost like swelling of an energy is coming up from the earth, and then it kind of pushes you within before it pushes you without to make the change, to remove things from your life. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands reversed, and I don't take this to be like instability. I feel like it's just making us feel out of our comfort zone, where many of us may be feeling like out of our uncomfortable. It's like realizing that something doesn't feel right, but not knowing quite what it is that doesn't feel right for some of us. And again, with the twin flames here, I feel like both the masculine and feminine is feeling it with this 11-11 here for the Four of Wands. It's like feeling uncomfortable, feeling like something has shifted or something is shifted, but not knowing what it is yet. And because you can't quite identify it and you just feel tired and drained, it's like, okay, well, let me go back into the Four of Swords. Let me just go back in hermit mode, because I can't deal with anyone. Even in this exhaustion card, it's like this guy is exhausted, but he's not quite... He's by himself. He's with a robot. The robot's not a person. The robot's just this thing. And it's like you still feel tired. You still feel drained even when you're alone. So, let's see. Let's get my Sun and Moon Tarot. So what is this Hermit card about? The High Priestess. So again, I feel like I'm taking this as feeling like, again, you know something, you feel tired, you feel drained, you know something's shifting, you know something's happening, but not knowing quite what it is. It just kind of pushes you further within right now. Again, it's like, I feel like we're getting pushed right now, and push maybe is too strong a word, but it's like we're being guided right now to deal with things on an internal level. And sometimes with the exhaustion, it's almost like that leveling up effect, where in order to get to the next level, you have to kind of go deep within and deal with some stuff, deal with some inner stuff that you haven't dealt with yet, before you're pushed out to the new level, before you kind of emerge from one layer of the cocoon at least. So what is this Four of Swords about? The Hierophant. So some of us, as we're going through this feeling of being very exhausted, of being quite drained, we're also going through the stage of trying to find the answers. We're looking for the answers. Some of us may be meditating a bit more, and definitely do that. Definitely keep yourself grounded in this energy, because it is, of course, easy to get drained by other people, easy to be drained and just tired in general. So going within, some of us may doing, some of you watching may be doing that a bit more, meditating a bit more, trying to keep grounded. But more than that, it's like looking for answers as to why certain things have played out the way they have. Looking for answers as to why, like the spiritual answers to the why you feel exhausted, of why you feel drained. So let's get Crystal Visions Tarot deck. What else is this exhaustion card about? Okay, the World. It's a new cycle starting. Like I said, sometimes it's like you have to feel super tired and exhausted, and then be forced to kind of go within and deal with some inner stuff before you get to go to the next level and kind of level up to the next version of yourself. We're being pushed. And I feel like with this energetic feeling of exhaustion, like some of us are also just ready for a new beginning. We're ready to get balanced and just move forward, really. So the next card that we got was the Creator card. So the Creator, it's like the manifesting, the realizing that from within you can find balance and you can kind of make the change you want to see in the world. So some of us are looking forward, are kind of looking through the pain, looking through the exhaustion and saying, okay, what is it I want to change in my life? What is it I want to manifest and bring about in my life? And how can I get to that point where that actually happens? Again, because this is the energy, we are in the full moon, we are in the eclipse mode. Things don't just leave without anything coming back to replace it. So it's not only letting things go, but it's like, okay, what am I creating from this? A lot of forward thinking and like long-term planning going on. It's like, what are the actual things that are important for me to create? We got the we got the Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Death card. So it's like some of us are doing that forward thinking. We're thinking about what is it that we want. We're making those decisions now. What is it I want to create? What is it I want to bring forth from within me? What can I use to guide me going forward? What are the decisions that I need to make? What are the changes that I need to make? Again, with this eclipse that's happening right now. What is it that I need to deal with that I haven't dealt with? And how will dealing with this Two of Swords situations make me a better creator? Make me a better person? A better kind of ruler of my own environment? Have me more aligned and more in control of where I'm going from here. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So some people right now may be dealing with the thing that they're creating, the thing they're trying to deal with and push forward from and change is their home life, is how they provide for themselves, how they provide for their family. So their work, their career, their relationship, their finances, really pushing beyond any limits that, you know, you may have been put on you or you put on yourself, pushing beyond this Two of Swords to really figure out what is it you want to create. This is all like really forward thinking stuff for me. Like having those honest conversations from within yourself, those reflections. And having said that, I mean, bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords, so it's like there's nothing preventing you really from dealing with a situation that's not working for you anymore, from dealing with a situation that's been maybe even restrictive for you. There's nothing preventing you from dealing with that situation. It's just about you knowing that you can create, that you can co-create with the universe to get to where you're trying to go. And clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like you're trying to get stability and you want to get forward thinking and create a plan in order to get there. That's great. But you know that you can make the move. Don't just sit on the sidelines wishing. You know, this can be eclipsed out. But you have to be willing to co-create, to kind of draw forth the next thing back in toward you. Wow, how many pentacles do we need to get? 10 of Pentacles. So it looks like a lot of people, especially earth signs, are really focused on getting stability in their life. And not just like getting your finances in order, but it's like, what do you want to build? This is, like I said, forward thinking. This almost feels like a legacy being built. What is the legacy you want to leave for yourself? What is the legacy you want to leave for your kids, for your future going forward? What's preventing you from getting to that place? Is it a relationship? Is it someone else's opinion? Is it your current job or your current location? Like, what is putting that blindfold on you, and how do you get out of it? Having said that, bottom of the deck is the Hangman. It's like you're hanging on this tree. How do you get off of the tree? How do you make the wealth that you want to have? Forward thinking. So, I mean, because it is also a full moon, do some full moon rituals, you know, and I just saw 1010. Release the things that you need to. Burn, you know, write it down, burn it, let it go. And then start this forward thinking creator process where you're letting it be known what you're drawing back in toward you now that you've cleared away the stuff that was binding you, the stuff that was holding you back. And I definitely feel like even with all of these cards, like some people may be going through like phases where a certain part of the day you're feeling that extra exhaustion. Other parts you're feeling extra like motivated, like let me figure out what I want my legacy to be. Now, the last card we got is isolation. So along with the exhaustion and along with the being in the creator and forward thinking, there could be times where you're feeling like I want to be alone. I don't want to kind of deal with the emotional things that are coming up. The emotional things that may be making me feel extra exhausted or making me feel like doubting my own ability to co-create with the universe, to build a legacy that I want to have. Also with this isolation card, I definitely feel like some people may be purging, especially a lot lately, a lot today and going into tomorrow and Friday as well. Purging a lot, having things from a more deeper emotional level really come up and really say, I'm still here, you didn't completely deal with me yet. And when that happens, it can be a little bit annoying, but then it's like, okay, I do need to deal with this. I do need to face it head on. So some people are experiencing a little bit more of the purging. Other people are just feeling that exhaustion lead into tiredness, lead into wanting to be not around others because feeling like extra drained, almost like it's hard to protect your energy from others right now for some of you. So what is this isolation card about? Temperance. It's about balance. Some of you, like I said, are purging, and that is about balance. That's about getting your balance with your emotions, with your journey, dealing with the things that need to be dealt with. Others of you who are doing less of the purging but just doing more of the self-isolation, it's like you're doing that as almost like a protective mechanism, as a way to get your balance back because of the exhaustion, because you know that you're an empath and you're impacted by others' emotions and you don't want to be drained. Bottom of the deck is the Sun. So these are all based off self-realizations of what you know you need to have happiness, of what you know you need for you to be the best version of yourself. Even for those of you who are dealing more with the purging, it's like you're aware that it's going to help you in the long run, but it still hurts when it comes up, and you know that it's going to give you the balance you want, but it still hurts when it comes up. Now, the card that just came out is the Two of Cups in reverse. For some of you, the purging that's coming up right now is surrounded your twin flame, is surrounding your divine masculine or divine feminine, regarding your own fears of abandonment. And it's making you want to isolate yourself even more almost into like a cyclical thing where you feel like, okay, I'm having these fears coming up. It makes me want to latch onto my twin flame more, but then it also makes me scared of, are they going to be there? Is this going to work out? Am I going to be left behind at one point in the future? And for those of you who are more in the group where you're just wanting to isolate in order to kind of protect yourself and protect your energy from others because you've been feeling quite drained and quite exhausted. That is also having to do with your twin flame. Your twin flame may be doing the same thing, actually mirroring each other, but it's like you're not wanting a connection with your divine masculine or feminine right now, almost because of how drained you are feeling, because of your own realization that you need to balance yourself. So some of you may be even receiving communication or almost wanting to reach out to your divine masculine or feminine and be like, okay, I need some space right now. Even on an energetic level, kind of cutting things off and telling your divine masculine or feminine through like the 5D, like, I need space here. And the other card that came out is the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like, again, this is about balance. This is about being able to move forward in a positive way to go towards your wishes. But it's like, in order to get to your wishes, in order to get to a place where you are completely content and happy, you have to deal with the stuff that's coming up. You have to deal with the emotions that are coming up. You have to be able to deal and move past any feelings of being drained and exhausted. It's like knowing how to balance that and get your own balance of your emotions, of your aura, of your energy back. And we have the Empress. So again, it's like you're aware that you need to go through this cycle of purging. You're aware that you need to go through this kind of lessons learning about how to protect your energy and kind of needing to isolate yourself in order to come back to a bigger, better version of yourself. It's just about starting a new chapter for you, about getting to embrace your own divine feminine energy and getting to a place where, again, you're a better version of yourself. The other card that came out is the Four of Cups. So it's like needing to, again, realize, it's like needing that you have to deal with these. You have 3 cups here and you have 1 cup floating around. You have to deal with your own emotions right now. You have to deal with the stuff that's coming up. You have to be able to deal and balance your own emotions with those of the people that are around you, and you have to be able to deal with the stuff that's coming up to be purged regarding your twin flame, regarding your fears from within, in order to move forward. In order to get this cup here that's flying around, you have to be able to balance and get to a better place with your own emotions for what you have, for the 3 cups that she's carrying here. So that's just a quick energy reading of what I'm getting. It's definitely, from what I've been feeling, I think a bit of all of this, but let me know in the comments how you guys have been doing. The eclipse again is tomorrow, so I wish you all a happy eclipse. Release, release, release. You know, write down what it is you want to release. You can do some full moon rituals. Burn a letter saying what it is you're releasing to the universe to handle. And then accept that new space to create, you know, the legacy that you're really trying to build, the legacy that you want to have. So that's your reading. Let me know if it resonates. Let me know how you guys are doing. And if you're interested in a reading, the link is in the description to my website. And I will see you back in my next video, which will be on Friday.